The good news is the Raptors are also going to get a look at Precious Achiuwa taking the opening tip. Wainwright wins it back, and the Raptors with possession up court. Warriors taking a closer look at Payton II. They made a tweak with his contractual obligations to give him a closer look. Kuminga with a little weight room move there. Warriors looking to see a little bit of playmaking ability out of Gary Payton II here tonight. And Achiuwa in a rush got the layup at the other end. He had and they see Scotty Barnes as an important part of that. It was a surprise to some that he was drafted ahead of Suggs. Here he is in the corner on cue. Barnes knocks down the three. Fourth pick overall. In fact, the last two ACC Six Men of the Year were out of Florida State. Both were drafted fourth overall. Kuminga blocking that.
Row where the media is. But listen, the timetable for a championship for the Raptors is not next year. So Mr. Barnes is going to have time to develop. Pascal Siakam will be in great shape next season.
There's a look at Kuminga, Doris, coming off that weak side pin down, squaring up and knocking down the three, playing without the basketball. He's got 6 points. Nice block on the play. It'll stay Raptors basketball.
Boy, great pursuit right there by Cameron Oliver. The departure of Kyle Lowry, 3 years, $85 million with the Miami Heat, opens up an opportunity. You know, Fred VanVleet is just, how about Fred VanVleet? What a story. NBA champion, tough as nails, undrafted out of Wichita State, big shot maker. But you're right, Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet, two great pros. What a tandem for that young guard to be around. You're right.
Former most outstanding player of the Final Four. Ross on the baseline. Nice baseline drift. And the bucket good by Kuminga. Here's Ross off the screen. Lost the handle. They turn him over. Banton with a nice bounce pass. And he follows it up for the bucket.
Yeah, great job running the floor. You know, it's like, you know, a well-run organization when you see one, and the Raptors are that.
Yeah,
and
seamless.
I think the Raptors fans got to be thrilled that Masai, you know, has re-upped.
He's the guy responsible for bringing a championship to that city. It's first ever. McLaughlin out top. Nice work inside. Wow. Oh, you got to love that saw. Here's McLaughlin off the step-up screen.
That's a nice-looking move.
Injuries, you made quite a run on the heels of just your absurd performances in the spring.
He feels like he has left in the tank, and that's the thing that, you know, for him in this space, it's not just where he's finishing; is that he understands he has a lot left to.
From him.
Yeah.
We may be expecting him to show up here at Summer League, but you know, what were your conversations with him about their run there in Tokyo?
I've been a part of World Championship Team USA and that chemistry and a lot of new guys. I don't think they were putting too much weight on, you know, the exhibition series here and some of the early losses. And honestly motivated them to.
A couple of days ago, being able to monitor the offensive players' unusual launch angles and what you've seen so far. Guy comes around a screen or takes a dribble handoff and stops and gets fouled by the defender. And Achiuwa with the loose ball rebound. Back out to Johnson. A quick three on the way. Butter. What do you make of what you've seen from Gary Payton II so far in that kind of primary ball handling role and playmaking role?
Yeah, I think obviously it's the thing he's got to show. Nice play by Kuminga.
Moody against Banton. Jessup, a step back three.
There it is. That's his skill. That's the thing that would keep him on a roster. You think about the play he made to knock the free throw off the cup. It's a big-time play.
Gold medal game against France, yeah. Here's Jessup again. That's a couple of threes in a row. This year going to be so intriguing for the Golden State Warriors. That mix of young and old, as you talked about. Moody hits the three ball. We'll speak with Bob Myers a little bit later. Jessup had a good shooting first half and starts off the third quarter the same way. He seemed to get his rhythm. He's up to 11. His balance kicks it out for the three. No good. Achiuwa with the offensive board. Back out for another one. Lynn rising up over Payton and drills it. Probably a bigger piece and part of the rotation for the Raptors this year with the departure of Kyle Lowry, who's now in Miami playing for the Heat. Jessup gets another one to go. He played in the Australian League last year, averaged over 13 points per.
Sure, what's a nice downhill drive.
Here's Payton out front. Kuminga again thought about it, reloads, and that three was pure.
Oh, it's good, doesn't it? How about that? The rotation good. He's got a nice smile on his face.
And explain that to us.
Yeah, so the border had been closed for the majority of the pandemic, and they opened it up.
The biggest challenge for you guys, and what are you most proud of what the organization did last season? It's such an incredible city to visit, and then obviously the fan base just tremendous.
Worked inside by the Warriors and one, count it. 1 through 4. Oliver, tried to catch a body up there, but got blocked.
Tremendous reaction from Gillespie. He was prepared to give help on the drive.
Oh.
And how about his recovery on the pass?
Barnes, nice little fake. Wow, big time. And he lets everybody hear about it, letting out a little frustration. Flynn, guy with a good closeout. Tough shot. Gillespie inside, punching it home, and here come the Raptors. McLaughlin. Around the screen, Kyle Guy, catch and shoot. That's what he does. A prolific shooter in college. Working against Morgan. Guy, quick catch and shoot again. It's nothing but net. That's 2 in a row for Kyle Guy. Flynn launching the three, got one. In putting this show on, I mean, year after year, it grew from 8 teams to all 30, and if you're an NBA fan, this is where you need to be. And on the kick out, Morgan steps into a three, got it. Great execution by the Raptors, now to within 5. He's got 3. Payton underneath with the layup. Boy, somebody hit the snooze bar defensively. Adams with the floater.
Right, back-to-back buckets for him. But you're right about Goran. He's been the consummate pro his entire career.
Great play. And a little bit of jelly there by McLaughlin.
So McLaughlin, we've talked about, he's made a couple of plays. How about that? Adjusting in the air, finishing with his left. He anticipates Banton jumping out.
Corey McLaughlin out of Oregon State and UC Santa Barbara. Payton walks into a three. Got it. Boy, that's a good-looking jumper.
It is. That's critical for him.
2021 Big West Conference Player of the Year and tournament MVP as well. Achua with the follow for Toronto. Boy, Morgan right up into him.
He can pressure, can he?
Taking his space away. Kuminga with a lot of pump fakes, and he got the roll. Kuminga with 18. Banton.
They won't go away. Jalen Adams on that three.
That another splash for Golden State. Moody from deep. Off the Achua screen, got a little bit of space and knocks it in.
And you love that now you have a former player getting involved in ownership in the NBA. Just to me, that's critical. You were talking about the number of African Americans named with all the openings. First round, upset, and then come back the next season and win the national championship. Nothing short of a remarkable performance by the entire group.
Chioza signed a 2-way deal. Payton! Oh! Hello, Las Vegas! Put it on his head!
Until this. Oh, my goodness. Gary Payton II. How about that delivery? Achua on his hip the entire way says, I don't care, Precious.
Facing Kuminga, pressuring him up court, and that's going to do it. Gary Payton II with the steal appropriately.